All right, welcome everybody to this awesome, awesome Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited that we're able to connect on my info session. So I've had a few people reach out and say, Laura, what is this DIY about? I'm interested, but I want to know more. So this is why I decided to facilitate an info session, and I'm actually going to do another one next week to answer any questions for those who may not have been able to come with and just be with me live, and also for those who want to ask more questions. Sometimes you need to know, especially because for some people, teaching CNA online is a different thing. But obviously, because of where we are in our world with the virus and even just the climate, that we have to definitely progress and move forward. And I'm happy to see that some states have definitely got on that bandwagon, if you would. But also what I've noticed is that some of us are still trying to wrap our heads around, how do we even do that? How do we even do that? How more effective is my teaching going to be? Will I be able to engage with my students? Are some questions I get. Will the students be more distracted because it's virtual versus if they're doing it in person? So those are some valid questions, and I want to take a moment and address them. I am also a CNA instructor, and I've been doing it roughly for, I would say, close to 5 years, maybe a little bit more than that. But when it comes to education, this is something that's been a part of my life throughout in the nonprofit world and also in my nursing career. So teaching at its core, I've done it over and over and over again. Even in some mission work that I've done, part of my role has been educating the community in Kenya and different things in that aspect. So it has kind of evolved. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And most people who are in the education world love teaching, or they see the value of sharing their knowledge and passing it on to the next generation or the next person. And they see the value of why healthcare workers specifically, we need to be producing them. Not only that, we need to cultivate them, but we need to create excellence, right? I'm having the experience of being a ADON, being a director of assisted living and memory care, leading teams. Excellence, it's always on my mind. How can we become better? How can we serve and take care of our residents better? How can we connect those dots for our CNAs, our resident care associates, RCAs, however you want to call them? How can we cultivate them, because they're eager to learn? So for those of you who don't know, I'm Laura Williams, and I am an RN, and my consulting company is called PER. And PER stands for Pursuing Unimaginable Results. I know that's a big name, but it makes sense that everything that I do is I'm reaching heights and I'm pushing myself to go places I have never been before. So I launched an online platform. The website is myonlinecnaplatform.com. And school owners are able to actually put their students through the platform. I have lectures there, ways that they can study for those exams. And I also provide a full Google Classroom uploads, meaning that your assignments, your exams, your quizzes, all of those things, your interactive activities, I will upload them for you, take that burden off your table. Or we can do coaching sessions where I just help you do that yourself. Or if you need some help with how to make your curriculum more interactive and engaging, I'm your girl. I love it. Very creative brain, and I love to get the students up and moving. And how do we get them to have fun? Even virtually, it can happen. So I help with that. I have the new online CNA platform, just in case you don't want to talk all day. I can take that burden from you, use my platform to be that lecturer, and you just check in with your students, engage them, review. Also, I'm giving support for transitioning your CNA program online. And if that's not enough, Or you like, you know what, I don't want you to do it for me. I want to know how to do it. That's kind of how I think and how I do things. I do provide some coaching for that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're only going to be here roughly for about 30 minutes if my PowerPoint works with me. All right. So the do it yourself online program. These are the things that I'm going to be covering and showing you and walking you through step by step. So the ultimate goal, let me tell you what the goal in mind is. The goal in mind after the course is that you, yes, you, yourself, you will be able to literally launch your online program. Now, if you don't have a CNA school, this is not what the course is about. I do not walk you through starting your CNA school. There's a person that I can hook you up with that definitely, that is her expertise. My purpose is if you already have the school or you're in preparation to launching the school, then I want to show you how to get that program and add an online program offering to your school. It does not, again, does not take away skills being done face-to-face and your clinical. This is only for your lecture and didactic portion of your program. So during our class, we're gonna do a complete, yes, that's right, a complete, let me get my little tool here, complete Google Classroom upload together. So what that would look like is on our time together, I'm going to show you how to create the quizzes. I'm going to show you how to create different activities depending upon what your curriculum looks like. And if you're not fully, know or you want to add, then we can brainstorm and talk about things, activities you can add to increase engagement and ensure understanding. But we're going to put that all in there. I'm going to walk you through it. You're going to have some homework. Yes, and you're going to get that done. So let's say, for example, if I show you how to get your exams online in Google Classroom, you're going to set it up, label it, you're going to brand it to your school. We're going to walk through that. And then by our next course, I would have expected you to have done it. And I can look at it, make sure that it's functioning well, that the system is grading it well. We'll do a little test. Same for any other activities you may have. Like I will have group discussions with my students. So I will create a document that has what I want them to think about. The video is embedded in there, and then I'm asking them to give me answers. So if you have that as a part of your curriculum or you want to add that, I'm going to show you how. We're going to walk through it and we're going to make sure it's functioning. So that just gives you an example. So by the end of the course, you will have completely uploaded your curriculum, your tests, your exams, and activities. All you got to do is have a class. All right. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to utilize the Google Classroom system and in a way that it's trainable, because you want to definitely grow your team. If you have another instructor who is responsible for checking in with your online students, we want to walk through that together. That way you know how to run your grade reports, how to clear it off for the next class, how to print out those exams. Another benefit that I didn't mention about doing this upload is everything that we do, all the work that you put in, you actually can print these activities out, print these quizzes out, and use it in classroom. So not only does it benefit you putting it, doing it for the online program, you can just use this information, print those exams out and have those students fill them out in paper form, those activities out in paper form. You can even have them log into Google Classroom in your classroom in person and go and do the group activities. It's already done. You would have already done that. If you're like me, and we are, as nurses, we're taught to think ahead, right? We go into the patient room, we examine, we assess, and we already really have in mind what possibly could be going on. So when we communicate to the doctor, we can say, hey, doc, this is what I see. These are the labs. I think we should go this route, right? So this is the same way I think I definitely have adapted that into most aspects of my life. I'm thinking ahead, preparing my class to be online. So everything that you're going to learn to do here, you're going to be able to do this in class also. So the system goes, it goes together. You're not going to just Do something that only works for one thing. Let's say you don't want to do online anymore. Hopefully things will get better, right? You can still use this system. There's no reason that you cannot. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So that involves those shortcuts, the different things that I've done as an instructor to fully utilize Google Classroom. I'm going to show you that. I mentioned this in this Google Classroom system utilization, but preparing for new cohorts. You will be growing, right? We're speaking that. You're going to be growing your students in your classes. So you want to know, how can I clear out all of these? Because you're going to see responses of all of your students on your exams. And you need to know how to clear that out to be prepared for the next cohort. I'm going to show you how to prepare for each cohort after that. Again, you ain't going to have to redo nothing. Once it's done, it's done. Love it. And then guess what? All you have to do is launch. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. That's all you have to do is just go forth. If you need any other support, let's say something happens, I would call me up, message me, email me. I would love to help you. I definitely would love to provide that. I think even with the coaching, I would love to be able to train. If you feel like, you know what, I want to pass this on to another instructor to function and help, you know, check in with my online classroom, schedule a coaching call with me. Let me help you train that person on to be able to utilize the Google Classroom. Let me help you do that. That's my job. That's what I do. Love it. I love this online world. And I'm here to support you. So that's what you're going to learn in that Do It Yourself course. Complete content upload, Google Classroom system utilization, preparing for how to prepare for your new cohorts every single time. And all you have to do is launch. Again, you will be able to use this in class, in person. So the system not only, that's what I love about it, it not only helps you go online, but it's going to work in the classroom environment too. And I'll show you how to utilize that. Sometimes you just need somebody else. I'm just saying. So I mentioned the full content upload would include those exams, Google assignments, interactive game support. So I say support because if you have an idea or you need that extra, you know, brain, I can help you think through that. I'm very creative. Also, the new cohort prep, just deleting those responses and those previous responses for the class, because it does collect that in order to give grades, how to print out the content for in-class use. The coaching comes along with that, and also just printing out whatever activity that you have. There's a few other things here that I didn't mention, but you get the drift. System utilization. Oh, it's actually here. Grading. Yes, you will be able to know how to run your reports, keep a grade book for your online students or in class, shortcuts and those best practices. I'm going to be sharing my best practices with you. All right, so this is the information for my DIY course. This is the info session. I'm going to do another one on Monday. So you'll see that coming through your email, Facebook, my social media. Just again, to open it up so people can come on and answer questions. But the first cohort that I have does start on July the 8th. So if you want to join the DIY course, there's special pricing right now. The code for that pricing is per up. Let me put that here. If you email me at my info, and these are only for those who are watching the video. The only way you're gonna know this is if you watch this video. So discount code, you'll notice that the price does go up, but if you put this, oh, I'm giving it another term, there you go, per up DIY, you can get a special discount on enrolling in the DIY course. I do have another cohort. So if this one, I believe is on Wednesday, July 8th, and we would meet on those days. You would get that schedule once we enrolled. Those sessions will be recorded. So if for whatever reason you miss a session, you won't miss out. I'm gonna also do another cohort on July the 11th. I'm just spelling special today. July the 11th. and we're going to have a specific time that we meet. And this is on a Saturday, and we would meet on Saturdays for this course. So I just want you to know that. And the reason why I'm offering it a week, one during the week and one on the weekend, is because we're nurses, right? And we're business owners. So some people may be able to do a Wednesday and it'll be in the evening time, but some may prefer a weekend when they're not doing their work. They can solely focus on that and get connected. So I'm offering two. Again, if you email me at info, and I have it here. Let me highlight it for you. Info, or rather circle it. How about I circle it? That's better. Info at lauradwilliams.com. Again, info at lauradwilliams.com is where you need to email me the discount code, and I will let you know what the special price is for the course. And I hope you can join me. I hope you can join me. I thought that this would be awesome because it looks like things may not change and they may go back to what they are. And again, I'm proactive. So I want to definitely equip you, support your vision by giving you the tools that I have to be able to transition your program or add an online program to your school. Again, this course does not give accreditation advice. That I can connect you to somebody. This is solely for those who already have a school, or you're wanting to prepare ahead of you getting to that point, which is all of that's how I think. I'm going to do the work now and leave it there. Once I'm ready, it's already launched. So hit me up. Let's talk, ask questions, let's get connected. I would love to meet you. I would love to know how I can support your vision. If this is not what you think you need now, think about the coaching. Schedule some time with me. Let's talk about how I can help support what you're doing. And if I can, I'm that person who will say, you know what, that's not me. And I'll point you to the person who does. So thank you so much. So much for joining me on this DIY course info session. Again, I will be holding another one next week in preparation for the first two cohorts, and I hope that you will be 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 7 that will join me and allow me to partner with you and help you transition and add an online program to your school. All right, y'all have an awesome day. Have a good night. You are amazing, awesome, dynamic women and men. You can do whatever you need to do. And if you have a vision for it, let's do it. Let's do it.